we're in, where facts are sort of flexible.
That's why we got Caitlin Collins on the Hill, fact-checking in real time. It was a great interview.
Citing incredible sources, like citing the New York Post as a credible source and saying that facts are, it's just, I can't believe that we're here.
I think we have to stop coddling people when it comes to this and the vaccine, saying, oh, you can't shame them. You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are. The people who aided and abetted Trump are stupid because they believed his big lie. The people who are not getting vaccines, who are believing the lies on the internet instead of science, it's time to start shaming them. What else? Or leave them behind. Stop it with the ignorance. And we have to stop saying, oh, well, you have to listen to people. And no, you don't. These people are being harmful to the greater good. You don't have to listen to a minority of people who are being harmful to the greater good and who are not acting on logic, reason, and science. And you're going to pay a whole lot of money. And you're going to tax the medical system when you could have gotten it for free and you wouldn't be in that position in the first place.
You're going to question the vaccine, but you want to take a horse dewormer.
As much. They don't even have a. I know you're not, but they don't even have a shot.
Boy in a family of all women. I understand what you're saying, but not everybody, honestly, has the same skill. Not everybody has the same interest in the sport. I think the women should be paid more. I do, but if the men,
you're right that not everyone has the same skills because the women are better skilled.
Well, the women are better skilled against other women. But if the women played the men, they wouldn't be winning the way that they win.
Someone said or what was used in a court of law or what have you, then no one should be suspended for that. We should not sanitize that word by saying this person called such and such the N-word. No, that person didn't call that person the N-word. That person called Sonny. I know you're going to get upset. That person called you or that person a nigger. Didn't say the N-word.
I can't believe
as journalists,
this whole talk about age makes me uncomfortable. I think it's the wrong road to go down. She says people, politicians or something are not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime.
They are disinfecting offices. They are cleaning people. They are changing bedpans and they are working. And those people are out there complaining because they don't have haircuts. Who the hell do you think you are? And if you're so upset about it, you should be mad at the president because he's the one that's supposed to help your small businesses. I understand that you're hurting. I understand that people are hurting. Yes, a lot of people are hurting. But there are people who are frontline workers who have to get out there. I did the color of COVID this weekend. Those people are at the grocery stores who didn't expect to have their lives be placed in danger because they have to work at the grocery store. They're driving buses and you're protesting against, you're slapping the faces of the people who are the healthcare workers who put their lives on the line every day because you want a haircut, you want to go play golf, you're concerned about, of course you're concerned about your business. Tell the president that. And you're out there with guns, with weapons strapped to your chest, saying, "Oh, you want to get you're fighting against the people who are telling you to stay at home, trying to save your lives. You're upset with those people. In the meantime, there are people who are keeping your cities going, keeping your loved ones alive, and you want to get a haircut? Who the hell do you think you are?"
That is just some of the dumb things that Don Lemon has said on air. Ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. He has been terminated. There has been a lot going on with terminations, especially in these woke companies, these mainstream media crap holes. We're going to keep it a little bit under the radar with what I normally do because we have Butter Podcast with us here. He is actually dual streaming on his platform as well. He is muted at this point. But what's going on, Butter Podcast? How you doing, brother?
Nothing much, man. What's been going on with you?
Oh, man, it has been a real firestorm of good news coming out here lately. Within the past couple of weeks, of course, I've been really working hard on keeping the off label with me and Ashley going as well, getting things set up for that, deciding, on my end what I want to cover, on her end which she wants to cover, things like that. Dude, it's been exciting to say the least with it. But yeah. Tell everybody what you got going on. We just starting up with your shows and everything. How you doing with that?
Oh yeah, well, my podcast just started. This is the day one, episode one, and we're actually starting it off with a bang with Tucker and Don Lemon being both fired, I think in the same day. Right, I got this news this morning. I was literally on my way because I had an interview today. On my way to a job interview, and I happened to look at my phone. I see Tucker fired, Don Lemon fired. I'm like, whoa! I just want to go have a nice interview. Telling me Tucker's fired, telling me Don Lemon's fired. That's crazy.
Right. It is. And just to let you all know, we will be talking about Don Lemon being fired and Tucker Carlson being fired as well. Then I'm going to cut to Rumble only over here. And we got another little story about another vice president, another marketing exec for Anheuser-Busch being ousted because of the person that I don't want to name just in case. I don't want to get his channel hit with something. But yeah, we'll be on Rumble only for that one. I'll go ahead, and if he wants to, I will go ahead and download it, clip it out, and I'll share it to Butter as well here for him if he wants to take that segment too. But do that on your own risk at YouTube. I'm just letting you know up front. A lot of weird things have been happening on that end. We still right
Yep.
now don't even know.
When we get there, I will also be cutting off my stream. She, I don't want to be. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. But I don't want to be shadow banned from the sidelines as Drunken was.
Immediately, no, you don't want that.
So,
That'll be bad.
it's
But yeah.
day one.
Oh
So.
yeah, it's been rough for me over here, dude. Just on the voice of the people side here. I brought up some things with a certain medical procedure, and YouTube said no, and they've been cutting a lot of my feeds and everything back. My shorts get like single double digits and everything like that, and it's rough. So yeah, they had enough of me.
Yeah, they're tired of you, huh? Kind of ironic, isn't it? Titled Voice of the People, and then you're censored.
Well, I push the envelope and I go too far sometimes, but you know what? It needs to be said.
I know, but it's kind of ironic.
Well, let's go ahead and let's roll off into this first story here. And before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, cheers.
Oh, snap. I gotta find something to drink.
But let's go with it. We're going to highlight the public first on this one. CNN fires anchor Don Lemon after more than a decade of incidents with female co-workers. See, this was written by Haley Kennington. Shout out to Haley. She was on Simcast last night with Freely Ashley. Having a good old time over there with Chrissy Mayer. Goes on to say, Don Lemon has been fired from his anchor role at CNN. Lemon announced on Twitter that his agent informed him of his termination. The news comes after allegations that Lemon had been abusive to female co-workers. Quote, I was informed this morning by my agent that I had been terminated by CNN. I am stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at that network. It is clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to thank my colleagues and many teams that I have worked with for this incredible run. They are the most talented journalists in the business, and I wish them all the best. Goes on to say, Lemon's attitude towards fellow colleagues has been a topic of conversation for over a decade. These include allegations of misogyny and outright disrespect, especially towards women he worked with or about whom he reported. Variety reported earlier this month in an incident as far back as 2008 when Lemon allegedly disrespected colleague Nancy Grace on air and Soledad O'Brien during an editorial meeting attended by roughly 30 staffers. The outlet highlighted that Lemon was envious of his co-host Kyra Phillips. Phillips received an assignment in Iraq where Lemon remained in the studio. This resulted in Lemon putting torn up photos in notes all over Phillips's desk. Also, he sent her threatening text messages, including one that read, "Now you've crossed the line and you're going to pay for it." Hold up. Why?
Oh man, that's pretty suspicious, I have to say.
I mean, come on. Okay. All right. Let's just put it this way. He is as emotional as a crazy unhinged. He's worse than the people on The View sometimes. Like, The View is a horrible,
I agree.
horrible place, but he is worse than the people on The View sometimes. And for him to just like tear up photos, oh, you've crossed the line now. Why? Because she got the assignment you wanted. Who are you to say to CNN who goes out and does what? I mean, you are an anchor. You're supposed to be at the desk, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, Lily wanted to be isn't because she's a reporter, right?
Yes.
Isn't a news reporter
Well, she was the co-host as well.
Lori
So,
Pay?
I mean, her going
Yeah.
out there is kind of
And
like, it could have been a slap in the face kind of situation, but you're supposed to be the face of it anyway, too. So, I mean, dude, did you want to go to Iraq just to say, "Hey, I'm over here. Hey, look at me. I'm doing a great job"?
yeah,
I don't get that. I really don't.
like, you could take a trip to Iraq. Just you won't be paid for it, but you know, that's personally like I grew up with, everyone has a respectful job, everyone sticks to their job. So to me, this is bizarre. Like I'm wondering, why is he angry? Like I'd be happy just to be on the news,
Right.
you know?
I mean, the dude makes millions of dollars just sitting there talking and saying the dumb stuff that he has. And you're gonna sit there and get mad because you didn't go to Iraq? I mean, I'd be happy I didn't get to go. I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I can sit at home
all
and do
right.
absolutely nothing. Okay. You go to that sandy hot area and maybe get shot.
A 50% chance.
Okay, let's be honest, journalists and everything, that they don't report from that area unless they're like war journalists, wartime journalists, things like that.
Mhm.
But the fact is, I still wouldn't at that time. No,
Yeah,
I ain't going.
that's still a
I
treacherous
had
trip.
look. I worked as a military contractor at that time, and I did have to go over to Iraq for like 2 weeks, and it was already bad enough. So
Jeez.
you lucked out, Lemon. But yeah, let's go back a little bit longer here. This is after confirming the text messages Phillips received were sent from Lemon's phone, he was removed as her co-host and put on weekend desk duty. Lemon accepted the punishment, but denied these incidents ever occurred. Why would you accept a punishment if it didn't happen? And they confirmed it came from your phone. So how can you deny it? What, you gonna say that somebody picked up your phone and did it for you? Seriously? The most recent allegations against CNN anchor came in February. During a segment last December, Lemon allegedly yelled at his co-host Caitlin Collins after they had an on-air disagreement. The New York Post reported, according to two sources with knowledge of the situation, 53-year-old Lemon approached 30-year-old Collins following the show's Thursday, December 8th broadcast and unloaded on her in front of staff as he accused her of interrupting him on air. Lemon allegedly screamed at Collins, who was visibly upset and ran out of the studio. News of the explosive incident made its way to CNN. Words are hard. CEO Chris Licht. According to the source, Licht was apparently appalled by Lemon's behavior. He also allegedly instructed a producer to talk with Lemon, who instructed the anchor to take the next day off to cool off. The news of Lemon's departure came on the same day that Fox News announced it would be parting ways with its highest paid anchor, Tucker Carlson. All right, man. Tell me what you think about all this.
Lemon, he's a guy. He's a guy. Personally, if I was the boss in that situation, the first time is a warning. The second time, it's a fire, especially something like that. Because just by seeing that, we noticed one, he can't keep his temper by the first problem. Then he literally yells at someone in the office in front of everyone. You know what I mean? So me, from a boss perspective, I would look at that like, bro, you gotta go. You know what I mean?
You want to talk about a toxic work environment? Yes.
Yeah, like CNN is a place full of lies, but you know, I at least want them to be respectful and nice to each other. You know what I mean?
These are the people you got to work with. There does need to be some form of respect along the way. Yes.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. So, this is just wow, and I like how they put in the little. By the way, Tucker Carlson got dispatched this morning at the end of that article. That was great. It's
Yeah.
like little bit a tidbit of information.
Yeah. Well, we also have that pulled up as well for a little the next segment we're gonna roll off into. But I mean, all right, you have to think about this. Really, the dude was literally like he started off kind of lowballed and rolled into it. Then they put him as prime time. He was the face of prime time because you got to check all the woke boxes and everything. He had his own little nightly show that he was doing, and he
I remember
regularly
that.
brought on Chris Cuomo, who was fired. What? That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was last year. That was like one of the top highlights of last year,
Yeah,
I think.
and Chris Cuomo was fired because he was covering up things for his brother Andrew Cuomo, who unalived over 15,000 old people in nursing homes by putting sick patients back into those nursing homes for a certain virus. And yeah, the thing that got Cuomo out was Me Too allegations. Wasn't
And
the unaliving part? Yeah, but yeah, he would regularly bring him on. They would have really interactions. This is also the man that was sitting there saying, "Let the unvaccinated die." In more words than
y-
that, that's what he was saying. But yeah,
yeah, that's dang. Chris was he was also a guy. He was also a guy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's the words I'm gonna choose.
That was also the guy that hid in his basement saying that he was quarantined because he had COVID, and then it came out later that he was just lying.
Bro took the opportunity to hide in the basement, and you know what? I kind of respect him for it. You know what I mean? Like if I had to choose to go to work and still be paid to just stay in my basement, I'm gonna stay in the basement. You know what I mean? Like if I could come off with a little lie, gee, you know what I mean? But even then, bro, it's not right to say, "Oh yeah, I got the virus. I gotta stay
Right.
inside." You know what I mean? Because many people had the virus and they couldn't go outside anyway. So
Well, see, at that time when all that was going on, there were a lot of people that were doing, especially like God, what was that dude's name? Trevor Noah. He was doing the
oh yeah,
Daily Show from his basement. It would have been acceptable, but for you to lie to say, "Hey, I got COVID. Now I must be quarantined," and everybody's wheezing and gasping and coughing and pretty much on their deathbed as you're reporting it, but yet this dude looks happy and cheerful and vibrant. On no,
yeah.
everybody
Very,
knew.
very. He took a very serious situation and manipulated it for his gain.
Yeah.
That's big brain words right there.
And then later on last year, Brian Stelter was fired from CNN. There was a whole big thing about that, and that dude just Jesus Christ.
That dude just sucked. It's
I
like on
don't.
every level, bro.
Have you ever seen that dude smile on something? It's freaky.
He, he- I wanted to say a certain name, but I don't know if YouTube likes that guy. So never mind. But he reminds me of a guy who has a J and then a D, has like a J as his first name and a D as his last name. Like if I could see that guy smile, well, he freaked me out, man. He freaked me out.
See, I'm gonna let's bring this up real quick. I'm gonna give everybody nightmares real quick. Boom.
Yo. Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro.
Like, what is this?
No, man.
He looks like Humpty Dumpty if Humpty Dumpty could smile.
You know that movie with like he looks like the average I hate to say it, but average English news reporter. If I went over to England and he came up to me with a news van behind him, I'd be like, "Oh, are you going to talk about the weather? Or you want me to report on something?" You know what I mean? But him being here, all he makes me think of is, man, I got to be careful how I phrase this. Hi, I sell candy. Would you like a piece? In
I can
kind of ways.
see how this is going to go for your channel, man. You're gonna be. You were gonna be tiptoeing
I might need to set up this Rumble thing quicker than I needed.
But yeah,
look, man,
it's fun playing around with YouTube's rules, man. It's weird. We've come up with our own language just to be on YouTube. It's kind of pathetic, honestly, but this is not the only thing that is kind of controversial, and it's not the only thing that, of course, this dude has lied about. Well, he also lied about how he got fired. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick.
Oh, who?
Don Lemon.
Oh,
this one comes from Los Angeles Times. Don Lemon says he was fired from CNN without warning. Networks blast inaccurate statements. Kind of goes through the same thing as the other one does. Let's see. CNN and Don have parted ways. CNN chief executive Chris Lick said in a statement, Don will forever be part of the CNN family. No, he won't. He's gone. We will thank him for his contributions in the past 17 years. We wish him well, and we will be cheering on him in future endeavors. But CNN also challenged Lemon's account of how he was fired. Don Lemon's statement about this morning's events is inaccurate. He was offered an opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. The move came as CNN began facing resistance from advertisers and potential guests for the morning news program CNN This Morning, which Lemon co-anchored, according to people familiar with the matter who were not authorized to comment. Lemon was briefly suspended in February about the Nikki Haley thing. Let's see, where was it? In an unusual move, Lick told staff in a memo announcing Lemon's return from the suspension that the anchor would undergo formal training, most likely diversity, equity, and inclusion instruction from parent company Water Brothers Discovery's Human Resources Department. Okay. Said, at no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do work that I have loved on the network. It's clear that there are some larger issues at play, but apparently their CEO was like, dude, no, we were going to give you your re-education instructions, but you chose not to.
Oh my goodness, this world made up a whole headache for himself. And really, I agree with their CNN. You'll always be like Don Lemon, you'll always be a part of our CNN family. Family is hardest on themselves. Ain't that right? First things first, I'd sue for defamation of character. Okay? He lied to me. He hurt my feelings. Suing him. All right?
I mean, that's not defamation, but
it felt like it
could be liable. Or libel, yeah.
It's CNN. They can make it defamation of character. You know what I mean? So
I think CNN would win that battle quick.
Oh yeah, they just bribed the judge. Oh,
Hmm?
I'm not allowed to say that. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
This is going to be fun for you. But no,
I had to be careful on that one.
it's for this whole thing. It's just, dude, you've lied the entire time. You've lied so much on air. You've sat there and you've insulted people. You've done a lot of things. Why should anybody be behind you in any way? I mean, seriously, let's just be honest with each other. If someone I was supposed to be working with was yelling at female coworkers because they got cut off in a statement, everybody, we all do that.
Yeah, like you do that
Anybody
too.
in, yeah, like just now, anybody
kinda mean.
involved in any conversation cut somebody off.
Yeah, it happens on accident. You know, and like with me, I have ADHD. You'll be talking, and I've already finished the conversation. I moved on. But
We've had those things happen, yes.
I want to touch on something. So the last part of that video that in the first half, right? I thought of something, right? Well, in Fox, right? I want to be fair, okay? Both grab people. No, Fox has done it. CNN has done it, but they don't listen. Fox at least tries to open up, right? I want to CNN grab someone like would say they offered Tucker, since he just got fired. He has an open schedule. They offered Tucker on their I guess CNN in the morning. I don't know. I don't watch CNN.
You cut out a little bit.
I cut out.
They offered Tucker what?
Like a little, like, you come in, we talk about our differences. That would be a CNN I would watch. You know what I mean? I want to see two people be in the same room, kind of like the Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan thing. Both two different opinions. I just want to see them actually conjoin, because everyone always, like, you go on CNN, people are agreeing with them, patting themselves on the back. It's like, I want to see someone get angry, get flared up. You know what I mean? I don't want to see, oh, you're doing such a good job. Yeah, we agree with you. You know?
Right. I want to see a gladiator style
Whoa.
news anchor host. I said gladiator style. All right. I didn't say the other word for that. Gladiator style news anchor host just duke it out. That'd be fun. I would pay for that.
I think that's a WWE fight, man. I think you're
No. That's fake.
You
want something an MMA real style fight. All right.
You want them to be picking up chairs and just scorpion them. Get over here. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, that would be great. It would be great.
Dude,
I would pay for a pay-per-view event. I would get cable to pay for that pay-per-view event just for that. That would be amazing.
I would watch
but it'll
all
never
of
happen.
CNN if that happened. Like every single video. They can record me too. I'd watch them all.
Oh God. But no, look, this has been a long time coming for Don Lemon. And I'm here for it. I'm happy for it. I'm actually celebrating. Like, dude, I was listening to like different things throughout the day while I was working, and I got the news that Tucker Carlson was out, and I was like, this is kind of something about this just doesn't set right.
Yeah.
And then about an hour later, it was just like, Don Lemon's been fired, and I was like, that sounds about right, but what's happening? You know, what's going on with media?
The timing is very suspicious.
Oh yeah,
I do agree to that.
Here's the thing. A very stark contrast. CNN fires Don Lemon. CNN is doing fine. Fox News loses Tucker Carlson. They fired Tucker Carlson. Fox News immediately loses $1 billion. And that's not because of the Dominion thing either. Their stock took a plummet from that.
Yeah, because really, I subscribe to the Fox News YouTube,
right?
And I only really watched Fox's. Tucker was the only bit of news other than like the local the old kind of news stations, the ones that are like, loyal to legit news.
Right.
I watch Tucker because I'm like, yeah, the guy's not speaking anything other than facts. You know what I mean? But now that Tucker's gone, I'm just gonna go and subscribe.
Well, see, I've never. My dad always listened to Fox News. If it wasn't Star Trek on TV, it was Fox News, and that was it. Ever, nothing ever else was on TV at all. So I've always hated Fox News. I've never watched Fox News, but the little clips and everything that I would hear from Tucker once in a while, yeah, dude was right. I mean, he was just kind of like he did like everybody else did once in a while, and just take his own spin on things and play up
Oh, yeah.
things that didn't need to be played up.
Yeah, but we do that. We do that as humans. So
I mean, you got to get that viewer base. You got to kind of shock and awe campaign sometimes,
yeah, but he wasn't. He wasn't. I guess the word would be like gassing you up. He wasn't like yo, we gotta ride. Oh wait, can't say that word. We gotta actively walk around something right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
With pitchforks. He wasn't.
Tiki torches and pitchforks. No.
Yeah. Actively walking around. No. So you can't say the that word. But you can say tiki torches, pitchforks, drums.
This is gonna be so much fun for you, dude.
This is. I can see my cancellation coming faster than literally anything else.
Oh God, this is gonna be great. But here's the thing. Let's roll off into this next one with this, because, like I said, Fox News took a huge hit. Now this does come off. There's a lot of controversy about what actually caused Tucker Carlson to be fired. There's a lot of talk about, maybe he's trying to run for president. He did move off to Florida. There was talk about him either being president or, if Trump ran again and he won, that Tucker Carlson was going to be his vice president. No, apparently it is because of the Dominion lawsuit. Go ahead and quick wrap up about that. Tucker Carlson was on air saying things about Dominion, about their machines not being so good, as we have to speak around that topic still here on YouTube. But yeah, and apparently some text messages were coming up where Tucker was saying that, this is BS. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't even believe this. Why do we have to say these kinds of things? Which leaves to question, why would Tucker Carlson be fired if it was the executives that were pushing that?
Well, who fired him?
Fox News themselves, actually.
Like the top ones, the top executives,
We'll get into that here in a second. But again, from the Publica here, this was actually written by Sydney Watson. Tucker Carlson out after Fox News the day after AOC calls for the network's regulation. Tucker Carlson and Fox News are parting ways, the network announced Monday. In a statement, Fox News Media thanked Tucker Carlson for his service to the network as a host and prior to that as a contributor. Mr. Carlson's last program was Friday, April 21st. Fox News Tonight will air live at 8 p.m. Eastern starting this evening as an interim show helmed by rotating Fox News personalities until a new host is named, the announcement reads. Okay, so basically they're just like cut this dude off. We're not going to give him a last show or anything like that. He's got to go. Let's fully revamp everything pretty much immediately. So he never knew this was coming in the first place.
Bro, poor Tucker, for real. But they're trying to play it off. They're trying to change it real quick, change the subject.
Yeah.
Like, couple hours, we're gonna see a couple of tweets of something happening in a different country that's being attacked, but I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know if that's a triggered word. Oh man, I don't even know triggered is a word, but
Don't say based.
oh no,
The FBI will get you.
you just
Can't even
said
say-
it.
Oh shit.
Oh, now we're both
I'm
based.
already on a list. What do you mean?
Oh. True.
Not on a list. You're not American, brother.
Yeah, man. Like, how can I? Oh wait. see. This is why we need to hurry up, open the Rumble account.
Yeah.
We got faster than. Never mind. I gotta stop myself. This is getting hard.
It's gonna be fun for you. It also goes on. Tucker Carlson is one of the network's most well-known hosts. Over the years, his commentary has won him support as well as detractors. The View cast reacted to live news of Tucker Carlson's departure. The audience cheered as Whoopi Goldberg read the announcement. The cast and audience then sang "Hey, hey, goodbye" together. Host Sunny says noted that Sunny says. Oh, I guess that's a.
I think Sunny Says is like her whole name. Sunny Says. Wait.
I thought it was something else.
Host. Yeah. That's like her whole name, I think. Sunny Says. Yeah, because Sunny Says noted she.
What kind of stupid name is that?
They should have just said host Sunny.
Right, because everybody
You know what I
knows there's a Sunny. Nobody says Sunny Says. It's not like we say Sav says for some Savannah Hernandez. Nobody knows that. They know that for her accounts, but
Yeah,
we don't call Savannah Sav says. Oh my god. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
host Sunny Says noted that she doesn't like seeing the downfall of someone's career, but added that Carlson is responsible for the degradation that we see somewhat of our democracy in this country. Oh my God.
I like how she added the somewhat, because that was like, oh, I should add this. You know what I mean?
I gotta say it somewhat because we're the biggest contributors of that because, well,
Democracy.
we let Jane Fonda come on there to say that they need to unalive people. And
All
we
right.
called that joking. Yeah.
Whoopi, wait, before you click on this video, were you gonna click on the video?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, let's just talk about Whoopi for a moment. Who
God.
she's an actor, right?
She started that way.
She started that's how I know her as an actor, right? So when I heard that she was on The View, I was like, what the heck is The View? Because that was the first time I ever heard of it. So I looked it up, right? I was like, oh, it's from CNN. And then this is at the time, I think this was like the start of 2020, right? I already hated CNN for the way they did Donald Trump, but I was open still. I was still open. I still kind of am, but CNN just pisses me off. So I go on there, I try watching 15 minutes of it. Whoopi comes out and says the craziest thing. I'm like, all right, well. And then the stuff with the back in the 1940s, she said something about that, and I was like, whoa, Whoopi, whoa, chill.
Yeah, that the thing that happened to a certain group of people wasn't about race.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. Okay, she's no longer part of us. She's away. She's in her own group of special people. So really, when I look at The View, I think of all these people. I'm like, wow, they really do fit together. Put them in a box, they'll be happy. They'll be sad and happy together. Because really, all I see is the sad people.
Dude, she's made a lot of dumb comments recently. She's just like, oh, beer isn't transgender. Beer is just beer. We know that. Nobody ever made that claim ever in life.
Well,
I don't even know what. Oh, God. But yes.
You have to stop yourself, I see.
Oh, yeah. I look, I've gone off on a lot of things, and I've said some pretty harsh things on my channels. So
I'm gonna say something based. I'm gonna say something based. This is gonna be my one chance because they're gonna hit me with that.
My FBI agent is on to you now, but go ahead.
You can't. Someone can't prescribe your baby a sex. All right, let's watch this video.
I
Which is
do have to say this. I'm looking over here at Rumble. Jay Caledonia, your comments made me laugh, but I cannot repeat them on YouTube.
what?
Yeah.
Man, that's boring.
He called him Whoopi, a person of a certain denomination.
I agree. I agree with whatever he said. It's already agreed with.
She's
No
not
one
even
goes.
that kind of person. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and hear this real quick.
Welcome back. Word has just come down that Fox News Media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. We thank him for his service to the network and hosted a prior contributor. Wave. You know, we'll talk more about it tomorrow but we wanted to make sure that we let you know what was going on.
Well, can I ask the audience if they'll help me do something? Come on, folks. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Na 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 na. I mean, sayonara.
I do want to point out the fact that the woman in yellow there
Looks like a
supposed to-
banana.
Well, yes. She's
Is that what you
supposed
were
to be
saying?
Republican.
What?
Yes, Anna Navarro. She claims to be a Republican.
She's a spy.
No, she's one of those rhino people. She's the ones that
A
say,
rhino
"Oh, I'm
people?
Republican, but I vote Democrat every chance I get on everything." No, you're not Republican.
What?
You agree with every Democrat talking point that is said on that shit. And I said words, but yeah, she claims to be Republican, but she's not.
Okay. One, no respectable Republican would look like a banana. Let's
A
continue.
bruised banana. Did I
A
go too
bruised
far?
banana. Is she not gonna lie? When she waved her arms, I was like, man, just put your arms down because ain't no one smiling. Ain't no one gonna. And then people started singing. I was like, oh, they're all paid.
Yeah, yeah, they are. I mean, they're just like any kind of live show or anything like that, live recordings for things like
I know, but the
that. You have
disrespect.
that applause thing.
Like at least you know, like what's his name? Don Lemon. He deserved it. But really? You gonna disrespect Tucker Carlson like that? Like Don Lemon, he deserved it, but Tucker, he didn't really deserve it. So I don't know.
For the case
goes
of why
well.
he fired him over the
Oh yeah. That's what I meant.
union
For,
thing,
like that, the reason is not a good like if he. Oh, never
was a
mind. Let's
fall
stop right
guy.
there. Yeah, he's the fall. He's the hey. I dropped the banana. I didn't do it. Blame that guy.
Pretty much, yeah. So let's go ahead and finish this real quick.
I don't think anyone likes to celebrate the demise of someone's career, but
Well,
he
he's
is,
not-
but
he's
he is
not dead, yeah.
responsible for the demise of someone's career.
Yeah.
But he is responsible for the degradation that we see somewhat of our democracy in this country. And I just think, as a faithful person, look at God. Look at God.
Well, and
You know?
Russian propaganda hardest hit. I mean, he's
Do you remember? I'm done with them already. Do you remember that? Who was that? That comedian that was saying that she was vaxxed for everything and that clearly God loves her the most, and then fell out.
No. Was she a woman?
Yeah, that happened. There was a.
No, you missed the point of question. Was she a woman?
Oh yeah.
Never heard of her. All right.
Oh damn.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro. Amy Schumer?
No.
She's on the top. She's on the top of funniest woman I've ever heard. When she said goodnight, bro, I laughed. That was crazy. And walked off stage. That was the funniest thing I've ever watched.
Oh, let me see if I can find that real quick. But yeah, there was a. Let me bring it back real quick. There was a comedian that had the clearly God loves me most moment. Yeah, here it is. All right. Let me rewind that a bit to share this tab. Here we go. This woman.
I don't mean to brag. I don't care, but I want you to know double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes. Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Yeah, that happened.
Did
That
she actually
wasn't.
faint?
Yeah, that wasn't part of a skit. They thought it was because of.
Did the comedic timing?
Yeah, but she had passed out and cracked her skull on stage. But why didn't that happen? Oh, I closed that on YouTube. But why didn't that happen right then and there?
The Lord is patient. The Lord is patient. That is
mean,
true.
I'm agnostic, but sometimes it's just like, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
blew out the George Floyd memorial. You made her just collapse on stage, but they can get away with that.
Look, man, like as a Christian, bro, looking at that, I'm like, man, if you don't shut yo, and that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Understanding, hey, I hope Tucker is all right, and I hope God blesses him on his journey. Saying that, that's respectful. But the absolute, man, all right, let's continue. I'm already done. We're about to move on to AOC, and I really just,
I
man,
can see when you actually start making videos how many cuts your videos are actually going to have.
it's just gonna be like 1 minute videos, and it's gonna be like recording of 9 hours. Just edit it all the way down to 1 minute.
I've had that. Yeah. All right. But it goes on. In a recent interview inside with Jen Psaki. Oh, God. Here we go. Circle backy, Jackie Psaki. The Biden administration's former press secretary and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I don't want to ruin your part. Suggested Tucker Carlson's show should be regulated by the government.
Whoa.
So free speech isn't a thing to you, huh? Oh, wait, that's right. You're a socialist. You were the one that was sitting there saying that Ted Cruz called for your unaliving. You were the one that lied about your where you were with January 6th. You sat there and broke protocol when they were trying to evacuate the DNC and hid in your bathroom and then tried to blame the cop who was very upset and likely so that you didn't go to your designation. So now he must put his life at risk trying to find you, screaming, "Where is he? Where is he?" And then you said, I felt like I was going to be essayed from a cop.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Let's speak on this. Should be regulated by the government. One that completely breaks a constitution right then and there.
Yes.
Free of press. Free like what? Free of
freedom from the press. Yes.
Freedom from the press of something. It was like that. That immediately breaks one of those if that were to go to happen. And the funny thing is, she's just like, oh, this is all right, bro. Who, man? Okay, we'll stop that conversation right there. Last thing I'm gonna say is, I hope none of the people who are watching or in the future watching base or have their kids or daughters base themselves off of AOC, because she's one of the smartest people I've ever seen.
Let's see. As a matter of fact, where was it?
Are we going to listen to her speak?
Yes, here in a minute, but I want to. She was outside of not too long ago after the Roe versus Wade thing, the Dobbs decision came down. She was outside with a crowd. And let's see if I can find that video. Yeah, here we go. Share this tab instead.
Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way.
Oh, come on.
Out of the way.
Oh, no, that's okay. That was only 6 seconds. But she was sitting there in the crowd saying this decision, and they would say illegitimate. And she'd say to the streets, take to the streets. But yet, somehow, this is incitement of violence.
Federal regulation in terms of what's allowed on air and what isn't. And when you look at what Tucker Carlson and some of these other folks on Fox do, it is very, very clearly incitement of violence. Very clearly incitement of violence. And that is the line that I think we have to be willing to contend with.
Yeah. She was calling for not only his censorship, but regulation by the government. Now, how does the government regulate these kinds of things? Incitement of violence is a federal crime. She is calling for his arrest. But yet she can sit there and say, this is an illegitimate ruling. Let's take to the streets.
I have an idea. She's inciting crime right now. Right?
Yeah.
She's making me upset. She's inciting crime by saying Tucker needs to go to jail. And that's pissing me off. That's destroying my mental health right now.
Yeah.
She's inciting crime. What did she say? Violence?
Yeah, inciting violence. By the way,
if you say that to me in a conversation and you're serious, you've instantly lost the conversation with me. I'm just like, okay, whatever. You win. You win. You may think you won that conversation, but you have officially gone down in my book. If you're like, well, you're just inciting violence. Like, bro, I don't care. I just oh my goodness, bro. It's hearing the incitement of, because you hear it everywhere. You go outside, hey, I don't think that's safe. You may not want to do that. You're inciting violence. You don't think I can do this? Like, whoa, chill. I just think you might fall and break your leg. You know what I mean? So I'm tired of hearing incitement of violence, because it's like, I hate to like generalize the whole group, and I'm going to not. The radical left, there's a difference. The radical left love that word, and that's like the only word they've ever studied other than systemic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That and racism, sexism, transphobia, homophobia.
Have you seen the misogyny videos?
Yes.
Where they ask, like, do you know what misogyny means? And they're like,
something about men.
It's the goofiest thing I've ever seen.
But yeah, this is AOC too.
Educate yourself on how America attained its low emissions. Natural gas is what got America there. Educate yourself on that.
I understand in this body, it's not the first time that it seems as though the opposing side can't seem to be able to debate the issue. And so they must come after my character. While I cannot control the fact that the other side seems to have made the assumption that I am uneducated, one of the things that I can say, or what they may say about my worldview, one of the things that I can say is that while I may not work for Wall Street, that is true. I may not be here with the mission to increase profits for corporations. That is true. My mission here is for the well-being and dignity of our family and our planet's future, for our children's ability to live on this planet. That is what this amendment is about. Moreover, when we talk about education, we should all take it upon ourselves in this body to educate ourselves on the science of the challenge of climate change that is before us.
Yeah, that's her. The person that wrote the Green New Deal that does absolutely nothing. And I do mean absolutely nothing for climate. Yeah. They're trying to say I'm not educated.
She brought up the education. I'm like, you can't. Oh man, I want to watch all of that whole entire preview. But I'll probably watch it on my free time. But you can't say that, oh, they're saying I'm uneducated, when you literally bring it up in every argument. And you can't say that they won't debate this situation with you if they are debating the situation. They're saying, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Learn what you're talking about. Bring it back. Maybe we'll actually agree on something. You know what I mean? yeah, I guess you could say that's judging your education, but it's a fact. If she doesn't know what she's talking about, just learn the subject. We can have a better debate about the subject because you don't even know the subject because you're saying we're not talking about the subject.
Dude, this is also the same woman during the little Twitter hearings with Matt Taibbi and Michael Schellenberg. This is also the woman who was saying, "I don't know why we're looking into this with Twitter. Twitter did nothing wrong. We should be looking into why Twitter didn't do enough." Roundabout words. Yes. That's exactly what
So
her
did
argument
Twitter?
was.
So Twitter did nothing wrong. All right, I'm just gonna read. So Twitter did nothing wrong.
Twitter
But why
didn't
didn't
do
Twitter do enough?
is what she was saying.
Doesn't that mean Twitter did something wrong by not doing enough, though?
I mean, we're talking about somebody who argues about how she's not educated.
Yeah, that's not a good talking point.
We're also talking about a woman who pretended to be arrested during that whole little "this is an illegitimate thing," and then held her hand up as they walked away, showing she wasn't handcuffed, and then proceeded to put her hands behind her back like she was. Yeah, that happened, ladies and gentlemen.
That's nonsense.
But yeah, it says, let's see, in response to Carlson and Fox News parting ways, fans and supporters have suggested that this is the worst decision the network could have made. This news follows the announcement that last Friday that another well-liked conservative host has exited the network. Dan Bongino said on his podcast last Thursday that he had finished up his last show at Fox. It's tough. It's tough to say that. I've been there doing hits and working there for 10 years. So the show is ending. The show ending was tough. Bongino hosted the Saturday night show Unfiltered. His departure was due to failed contract negotiations. Details for both situations still to come. Now, why was Tucker Carlson let go? Well, this comes from Semaphore. Let's see. Tucker Carlson left Fox News. Carlson has been the most powerful figure at the network and perhaps in the party, the top rated figure in the news, and oft mentioned potential candidate for president of the United States. Huh? Yes. People are saying he's going to run for president of the United States. I don't believe it. I really don't.
I don't think he can. He like from his position as a news anchor, can he actually just run for president?
Well, he's not a news anchor now.
Well, now he's nothing. But could you? Don't you gotta go to like the presidential? What is it? I forgot what it was called. Like the presidential school or something.
No, I can run. I pay money and get put on the docket there. I can run.
Wait, for real? Anyone can run?
As long as you were 35 years old, born in the United States, and married, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you had to be like, governor, then move up from governor.
Nope.
Oh, that's great.
Then how did Trump get presidency? He was never governor or anybody else.
I never heard of Trump until 2016. So,
well, you are young.
And then I did all my research.
I don't fault you for that one. Let's see. But he was also an employee of the Murdoch family business, which is reeling from an embarrassing, expensive defamation lawsuit and facing more legal action. Carlson's executive producer, Justin Wells, is also out at that network, according to two people familiar with the situation. The network said in a statement on Monday that they have agreed to part ways with Carlson's final show airing last Friday. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing here was he was also an employee of the Murdoch family business, which is reeling from an embarrassing, expensive defamation lawsuit. Fox News sells with a Dominion for $787 million in defamation case. This is basically saying that the Dominion, the whole thing of the happening of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to say what, but yeah, we all know. We all know.
Fox News settles because Tucker Carlson was forced to say things that he didn't even believe in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all that happened. But the big difference is CNN has been burning for a long time. Getting rid of Don Lemon will only help CNN. whereas Tucker Carlson had the biggest ratings in the key demographics for his show, and they outed him. And Fox News takes a hit of over $1 billion in stocks.
Yeah. Easiest way for CNN to rise up. First things first, get rid of The View. That stuff is actually garbage. Not gonna lie. Never invite Whoopi back.
Just shut the whole show down, man.
Yeah, just shut down literally everything. Go back to CNN. What is it? CNN Morning America or something? All right.
Yes.
Have all your anchors there, or heck, do like a podcast, like invite controversial people. See, that'd be something I'd watch. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they invited Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan's gonna talk on CNN. I want to watch that. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch what's his
I'd
name?
probably watch that too, because Piers Morgan's
Joe.
got some. He is a little bit crazy enough, but he is still grounded in reality.
He, YouTube really makes him to seem like a cool guy. And I was watching him, and I was like, he's a little crazy, but he's a little sane at the same. He's more sane than most radicals, radical lefts in America right now.
Right.
Like, if he came to America and said his point of view, instantly he would have become a Republican, because people don't think normal people exist. If you have a different opinion, you are instantly a Republican or a conservative. It doesn't matter.
You're a far right violent extremist.
You're an extremist. You bring what is it? Violent thoughts to the table.
Silence is violence, but words are violence. So
Everything
you can't
is
say
violent.
shit, but yet you can't say. If you don't say shit, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring what's her name? Brett Cooper and Ben Shapiro on the CNN show. I want to watch that. I'd watch that. They basically look alike, so.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
They look alike. I'm just saying they look like best twins. You know what I mean? Like,
so a person, people of a certain denomination all look the same.
What are you trying to do here? What do you think you're trying to do here, huh? I'm just saying they got eyebrows, okay? The eyebrows and the hair. Okay, if she came out as Jewish tomorrow, I'd be like, that makes sense. No, wait. Okay, that sounded bad. Okay.
Yeah, that actually did.
If she came out tomorrow saying that Ben Shapiro was my brother, I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. We totally didn't see that coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just to let you know that I ain't making up the little stock thing here from the Washington Examiner. The $1 billion man. Fox stock takes a huge hit after Carlson exit. Fox Corporation stocks lost $1 billion in market capitalization just minutes after news broke that Tucker Carlson departed Fox News. Fox Corporation, which owns Fox News as well as entertainment television, and stock holdings quickly plunged more than 5% after Fox News announced that Carlson and the media organization had parted ways. The announcement came as a surprise and appeared to catch shareholders off guard. Yes, it happened. Fox Corporation lost $1 billion minutes after firing Tucker Carlson. Oh.
And this is that seems kind of dumb to me, right? Because if I was gonna fire someone as important as Tucker, right? I gotta, I have to have something better than just oh, we're being lawsuited. Fire Tucker. You know what I mean? I had to come up with something better. And then even before I even made or thought about the decision of firing Tucker, I'd be like, let me talk to the shareholders. I don't want to lose nothing in this. You know what I mean?
Well,
because you shouldn't lose any type of money. Well, other than the fight, like if you're fired, you get paid from the job. But other than that, you shouldn't be losing any type of money when you fire someone. other than the payback money.
Out of all the BS that Don Lemon has said on air, the reason why he was ousted was because investors and advertisers and anything didn't want anything to do with him. They let Tucker Carlson go, and everybody pulls out.
Yeah, he was just all around, like, oh yeah, I met him, we high fived, we went bowling this one time. He was a cool guy. You go to John Lemon. Oh yeah, I told him that the PS5 is better than the Xbox. He started screaming and yelling at me. There's just different circumstances.
He started
You know, you
calling me
just
racist because I said the PlayStation 5 was better. I don't know.
oh, what's that? What's that? He said I couldn't call disabled people disabled, even though I'm disabled myself. And then he started yelling at me. And then you go to Tucker, it's like, hey bro, you want to do bowling? And Tucker laugh at you and say, hey bro, how you gonna even stand with no legs? Then both of you guys are gonna laugh over it as you go bowling.
Standing ovation, please.
I can say that I am technically disabled, by the way. I can say that at YouTube, put down your guns. I can say that.
You are definitely gonna have fun. You are definitely gonna have fun with this. But yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Rumble only section. Because we're going to talk about the Anheuser-Busch situation. And apparently, I don't know why, but I don't know if it's Anheuser-Busch or the person for Anheuser-Busch, but something about that YouTube just doesn't like. And I don't want to take a hit for him. I'd rather take a hit on my own channel for it, but yeah. We're going to go over to Rumble only, so everybody just go ahead and switch over there to the Rumble section. And I will hit the Rumble chat as soon as we do switch over. We'll get that out of the way real quick. But I'm going to go ahead.
I would be. What? I said I would be streaming on Rumble, but account just got created. I need to have either up to 5 followers, or I need to pay for it. So I'm going to go to Freeway and just upload for the next couple weeks until I get 5 followers. Then we can do live streams like this on Rumble. But I'm going to go ahead and shut down this YouTube live stream.
Well, before you do that, give us your final thoughts on these two situations here, brother.
Man. Okay, we're gonna go into the danger zone again, right now, right here. One, Tucker, you're a cool guy. If you ever see this, you're a cool guy. Let's handshake sometime. Don Lemon, don't scream at me. Don't punch me. I'm sorry. Don Lemon, you really deserve this. I'm not gonna lie. You're just a bad guy. Like for real, bro. Like literally look at yourself for a moment. You're just a bad guy. Tucker, you do you, man. You create a podcast, I'll watch it. You create your own little YouTube news, I'll watch it.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Well, my final thoughts. I don't really watch Tucker Carlson, but he does say a fair amount of truth on that. Yes, he does spin it in his own way. He does take it to somewhat of a weird place sometimes, where it's just like I have to question if that's coming from an area of honesty or just kind of spin. I mean, let's just be honest. Fox News called there was a state that they called with like 17% of the vote in a contested happening in 2020. Yeah, they're kind of questionable too. But I don't think the man deserved it. I think he was just a fall guy for that. But Don Lemon is, yeah, he deserved every bit of that. I mean, he was crying racism every single day while he was on TV, but yet this dude is married to a white dude while he was talking about how white people fetishize black people. Are you talking about your husband? I mean, these questions need to be answered.
Wait, Don Lemon's gay?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Brian Stelter, that's the questionable one. Even though the dude wears a merce.
Okay, quick hot take before I shut off this YouTube live stream. Don Lemon, you're black and you're racist. Everyone can be clearly the representation of that. All right, that's my hot take of today. At least on YouTube it is.
The channel's gonna be fun.
Then it's just gonna be like you'll check on it the next day. It's gonna be just gone.
Well, I uploaded one video and they permanently banned me. So
they actually sent me. They sent the whole FBI to my house one day. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As I said, this is day one of the stream. I'll be trying posting consistently, even with Drunken not here. But maybe we could set up something. I don't know. I have to talk to him about it. But as I said, this is day one. I am doing college and stuff, so sometimes I can't post on the regular days. But we're gonna try to do this. What's today? Monday. We're gonna try to do this once, either Sunday or Monday. I know I don't post. I'm Christian. I don't really post Sunday, but we're still gonna try it. Like I said, with that said, it's your boy, Butter Podcast. I'm logging off on YouTube for today.
take it easy, everybody.